Well, hey folks, pt.6 here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 19. Get out of here! Farm Sim 19. I was going to fertilize this, but I see it's already ready to harvest. Perfect. Oh well, at least the planter that I used had fertilizer, so it's had one fertilizing. Alright, so I guess we need to do something about that, don't we? Well, I can only imagine that my other field, my cornfield, is going to be the same way. I'm not going to have a chance to fertilize it because it's probably ready by now to be harvested. Don't run over crops. Indeed. So I've been on the server again this morning, the backside of the server, trying to tweak things and figure out what's going on. I mean, I haven't had any issues really on this map, other than the usual that vehicle inspector doesn't show up for me, but I'm getting used to that and I don't really care anymore. There's far more things going on. But apparently Driz is having no end of troubles with things disappearing and games freezing and on and on and on and on. So I don't know. I looked at everything this morning for the only thing I found. Oh, really? So this is a harvested field of corn. Let me guess, needs plowed? Oh yeah. Great. Well, that's pretty much useless. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, go forward. What the heck? Urgh. A little too much weight in the back. Whoa. Oh, it's so lucky I've got that weight on the front, or we'd now permanently have a tractor stuck in the water. Alright, well, obviously I can't be of any use there either. So I did manage to get the grass off of the one meadow. I still got this one to cut. I've got all the kit ready there. So yeah, the only thing I could find that was actually causing errors was that Fendt 800 tractor that I use. And it wasn't a major error, it was one of those 110 errors, which usually means that something hasn't been translated properly, from what I've been able to tell on every other map it's happened to. So, I've sold the tractor, I'm not running it now, and I will remove the mod on Wednesday when I do our updatey normal Wednesday thing. The only other thing I could find at all was that the server did still have a copy of our old save game from the Canada map. That's actually the edge of the field over there. I guess I missed cutting that. Oopsie. Yeah, it actually has, or had, I should say. So I've eliminated that. I don't know if it'll make a difference. There's always the chance that when it was doing the backups, it was backing that save. Which, of course, since the map is no longer on the server, would have been a little bit odd. Every time I tried to look at the log files for the server, the page would basically lock up on me. I'd have to refresh it, and then it would come up with an error sometimes, and sometimes it would refresh the page. I could read a little bit of it, and then it would lock up again. Oddly enough, once I removed that second save, I was able to see the log file and scroll through it. But of course, to remove the other save, I had to briefly shut the server down, so the only log file it was really showing was what happened when it lit the server back up, which is actually clean. Even the Fent 800 doesn't throw a log error. It seems to only throw one if it's in use, which again makes sense because I believe that 110 error is simply a text-based thing, i.e. if you forget to go, use X to unfold and you have, das X is unfold and, or whatever. I'm sorry, that was the worst fake language I've ever done. Then you'll get that error. And obviously if something's not being used or isn't available, that error isn't there yet. So, near as I can tell, that's sort of the dealie. But we'll have to just see. I think eliminating your farm was a little bit drastic, Driss, to be honest with you, But I'm sure it was probably getting frustrating. So I have a fair bit of silage cooking away in the two bunkers. I used my one double bunker and dumped it into both sides. It was a little easier than having to try and stack it all into one. I mean, they look like they don't have a whole lot in them. I believe there's just over a couple of 100,000 in each one. But, yeah, as they get progressively harder to compress each time you dump a load on there, and shy of spending the time doing all the leveling and all of that goodness, I decided to just get her done down and dirty the first time around anyway. And so, yeah, I basically just flopped as much of it in there as I possibly could, and when it got difficult to drive over, I moved to the next one and then split the last couple loads just to even it out a bit. And as you can see, there is, well, a fair bit of squishy on the ends here that is not going to end up being silage in this go-round. But that's okay, because we could deal with that actually fairly easily. I can either simply drag the loading wagon over it. There we go. There's our circle about. See, as I say, I can simply either drag the loading wagon over it or before they're empty, so that it'll pick up, well, first thing it'll hit is that grass or chaff or whatever it's got it labeled as now, more than likely chaff, and suck all of that up, and once of course it gets some of that in, it won't draw up the other. Or I could wait till I actually empty them, as it will also only pick up one, and then push it all back in. So either way, I could have done it at the end of the actual filling, use the loader to scoop up the ends and dump them into the middle and recompact. But like I said, I wanted to just get that sort of done because I would like to get a transport vehicle and get some animals into those pens, well, in a somewhat timely fashion. Jeez. This is a slow enough boat, we're going to end up using an awful lot of product here. And not that I got a terrible yield off it last time. But it had a 50% fert, which is what this is going to give it as well, because of course we didn't replant anything. So we're not going to get the benefit of a planter having dropped a load of fertilizer. Alrighty, and there's our headland. So we need to lease a cotton harvester. It's not a big deal. Almost 4 o'clock, eh? I might actually give it a day. Maybe instead we'll go deal with El Cornfield. Yikes. Another giant plow job, man. That's alright. I love how at a distance you can actually see where the last rows were put down of fertilizer, but unfortunately up close you can't. So, yeah, that's okay. Certainly not as difficult to tell as it was in cattle and crops. My God, I think I still have nightmares about that, trying to figure out where the next row goes. Good stuff. I don't think we'll quite get her on this run, but won't be much. One more row. One more row. It's always one more row. There, I don't think we need that in our face, do we? And see what I mean? You can easily see what's left. Hard to judge where you are, but you can easily see what's left. And I don't really mind if we don't overlap every single line. If there's tiny little bits here and there that didn't get it, well, I'm sure that's the way things were before we all had GPS equipment installed in our vehicles and such so that they could do perfect lines. I'm sure when it was just a farmer and his tractor, he missed lots of spots. Yeah, one more row and that'll do it. We will be done. I haven't really decided what I want to put into that cornfield yet. Oh, honestly, I don't think I've actually had much of a look at it yet. Like, I mean, we were just there, but I didn't really make a note of the size of it or anything, you know? Which I really should have done, I suppose. Okay, here we go. Last bit. Not bad, we're going to have enough. That's always good news. Considering this is a fair-sized field. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking. I drove my tractor across the other meadow, 27. So now there's a big furrow from one corner of the field to the other. Oh yeah, I didn't drive across the short side. No. Diagonally across the field. Of course, it wasn't until I got out of cockpit view that I looked down and saw this yellowy green trail all the way back to where I started, and I went, oh no, you dummy. But hey, it's not like I'm not aware that crop destruction is on, or what it is, or what causes it. You know, you can see here where I was using the other tractor to run the windrower that half of the grass is at full height and the rest of it is, well, very, very small, because that's where all the tire tracks went for picking the grass up and windrowing it and doing everything that I did with the tractor other than this one. Which is something that I really, really wonder that none of the, basically none, I think there might be one or two of the large tractors will allow you windrow tires. You know, I mean, is that just a weight thing? You know, would you blow them up like a bicycle wheel if you had to put them on? I don't know. Maybe that's just the way it is in real life. It just seems odd. And only your smaller tractors allow you windrow or you know, to run care wheels, and yet so much equipment needs a bigger tractor to move. Okay. Let's just make sure we did some good. Ooh, fertilized 100%. Yeah, pretty consistent. Okay. How are these doing? Let's bring up our F thing again. 38%. That's not bad. There's a couple of little peaks in here. No. See, almost nothing comes out this end. It's always that other end. Yeah, 38%. Okay. Oh, look. Got one of those here, too. Yeah, and a lot of overspillage. Oops. That's alright. Like I said, I can basically run the forage wagon this way. And just suck up all the leftovers. So, alrighty. Now, I did go and buy a water trailer. And a feeder, as you can see. There we go. Little Joskin trailer. There we go. Alright. Down we get. Lovely. Alright, now where? Alright, yeah, I'm getting you ready to mow. And let's get this is what I bought when I sold the Fent. You guys know I do like my big Ditz tractors. Yes, indeed. Alright. Yeah, see? The line going all the way from the farm to the opening here. Whoops. I think this time we'll actually drive around. It's not that far. Okie dokie. So now, how the heck is the easiest way to get to that field? I guess it's out the other side, actually. Those cables look like they're awfully taut going to that second piece of equipment, eh? Man. Oops. I missed the road. Oh, well, I'm sure there's a way out over here somewhere. He says with some trepidation. Oh, no, there is too. Cool. Cool. Field 23. Well, that ain't ours. Or this one over here. Alrighty. One at a time. Yeah. And then let's do the same with S. Okay. Oh, come on. Good Lord, did they ever run that close to the edge, didn't they? Okay. Okay, that is up. Alright. Come on, catch the edge. Good Lord. Gotta pretty much drive in the water just to get this plow to the edge of the freaking thing. I think he could have been a little bit, I mean, the field is actually drawn right over the edge of the ditch. So, I think yeah, that's ridiculous. Could have been a little more careful with that. You know, there's no reason this shouldn't have ended 6 feet in from where it does. In all honesty. So I'm not going right to that edge. That's just being stupid. There we go. Don't know why that spot wasn't working. This one's far enough up from the edge. This edge is. So that's cool. Huh. All them weird little pock marks all over the field, too. And yeah, I know this is leaving a little bit of a mess on the very corners, but oh well. I'd rather try and straighten that out in the end than try and drag this thing over the ditch, because it's way too long, right? It's not like I can back it up to the edge of the field, at least not the plow portion, because the cultivator will be 6 feet underwater. Yeah, this is going to be another one of these impossibly long jobs. I wonder if I get to the end here and take the cultivator off and see if the AI can do the plow part by themselves. I mean, this might be alright on normal fields, but these fields that are surrounded by ditches, this system is just not working. So, I think we're going to have to do the 2 runs. Kind of disappointing. It was the whole reason I bought this particular one as opposed to another, is because it would allow you to, in fact, do that. Alright, let's get this to the edge and then we'll just call it good. Let's see if I can get this thing turned around. There we go. Goes exactly the same speed with just the plow behind it. And I'll do the same thing, run another headland down on the other end, and then we'll see if that's going to be enough. Come on, get over to the edge. I'm not going to leave patches. There we go. Well, I suppose, seeing as we're well over the half-hour mark, that I should probably think about taking this episode to a close. I don't know. Seemed to go by rather quickly. Yeah. Whereas this, well, this won't. No. This is not going to go by quickly. That's alright. Let's see, I'm going to get one more headland done at this end, and then I'm going to try unleashing the AI, I suppose. See what they come up with for me. Don't stray off that edge. I don't want a line left, thanks, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I'll get this this last headland done, and then I think we'll try and unleash the AI. See what they're capable of. I've been told they're pretty good with this particular bit of kit, so we'll see. We'll see. I get a feeling the first row he comes to the end of, he's going to drive into the ditch and get stuck. You betcha. Certainly is a nice big field. Not sure what we'll plant. Well, of course you missed a chunk. Dang. All right, well. Let's get them lined up. could stop the plow from jackknifing even though I'm not turning. Good Lord. Come on. I tell you, just not my day. And away he goes. Alright guys, and with that, I'm going to call the episode. Do hope you enjoyed. And, like I said, hopefully removing that other save and a couple other little torques and tweaks that I did will help out. Let me know anyways. So, till next time, this has been Species 7. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and do all those other wonderful YouTube-y things. Till next time, though, guys, take care of each other, and ciao for now.